Welcome back, everyone. How do you choose your dividend stocks? Do you randomly stumble upon great investment ideas, or do you rely on advice from others? For me, the optimal method of finding great dividend growth stocks to consider adding to my portfolio is to use a stock screening process that will ideally help you narrow in on a list of quality companies that are attractively valued. Today, I wanted to share this process with you and tell you the top 30 dividend growth stocks my screener identified on May 12th. First, let's go over the screening process, and then I'll go over each of the top 30 stocks. There are thousands of publicly traded companies, and a lot of them pay a dividend, so choosing a stock randomly can be quite difficult. For that reason, I set up a simple 8 rules to help me narrow this list down to stocks I believe may be more attractive to me. The rules are a payout ratio of 80% or less, because I don't want to invest in companies that are paying a higher dividend than their current earnings, and preferably, I'd like to have some margin of safety on the dividend coverage as well. Hence, I kept this metric at 80% and not 100. Next, I screen for a 3 and 5 year dividend growth rate of at least 5%, because I want to ensure these companies have a dividend growth policy in place, and that they stick to increasing their dividends for at least a few years. Then I screen for a 5-year revenue and earnings growth rate of also at least 5%, because I want to invest in companies that are still growing. While historical growth doesn't necessarily mean these companies will continue to grow in the future, but I think it's a good place to start my search. My next rule is that the stock must trade on the New York Stock Exchange or the Nasdaq, because I want to find companies that are easy to invest in, and some brokerages will not let you buy some pink sheet stocks or foreign securities. I want to be sure that I can actually invest in the ideas that I come up with. The next screen is for a Morningstar moat rating, and here I look for companies with either a wide or narrow moat, because historically, stocks with these ratings have performed more favorably than their counterparts. And the last screen is for a Morningstar stewardship rating, which basically evaluates the management of a given company, and here I look for an exemplary or standard rating. When I ran this screener on Friday, May 12th, it returned 133 unique stocks that I pulled over into a spreadsheet for further analysis. Analyzing 133 stocks is far easier than thousands of stocks, but it's still too many for the average investor to review. So to narrow this list even further, I ranked the stocks to see which ones appear more attractive than the rest. The ranking process is quite simple, and one that I borrowed from the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index, the underlying index tracked by the popular dividend growth ETF, SCHD. The index uses 4 financial metrics to rank its universe of stocks. Those metrics are the free cash flow to total debt ratio, to tell us how financially stable the business is at the moment, the 5-year dividend growth rate, to point out stocks with the most generous dividend growth histories, the return on equity, which I replaced with the return on capital, which tells me how efficient a company is at generating money from its invested capital, and lastly, the forward dividend yield, that favors higher yielding stocks. The benefit of ranking stocks across all 4 criteria, opposed to just one, is that you find stocks that are attractive across the board and not in just one aspect. Alright, so let's take a look at the top 30 dividend growth stocks this process identified as of May 12th. Number 1 is EOG Resources, ticker symbol EOG, with a dividend yield of 2.99%, a 35.58% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 26.35% return on capital, and a 323.91% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Very good metrics across the board, and it's no surprise this stock tops the list. Number 2 is Cohen & Stearns Incorporated, ticker symbol CNS, with a dividend yield of 4.17%, a 13.87% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 25.49% return on capital, and a 111.20% free cash flow total debt ratio. Also very good metrics, not quite as impressive as EOG, but Cohen & Stearns does offer a more attractive dividend yield right now. Number 3 is Williams-Sonoma, ticker symbol WSM, with a dividend yield of 3.18%. A 15.16% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 31.06% return on capital, and a 72.93% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 4 is Texas Instruments, ticker symbol TXN, with a 3.08% dividend yield, a 15.59% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 24.93% return on capital, and a 76.4% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 5 is ASML Holdings, ticker symbol ASML, with a 1.14% dividend yield, a 29.12% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 37.33% return on capital, and a 246.84% free cash flow to total debt ratio. ASML does have a rather low dividend yield, but it makes up for this small payout with an above-average dividend growth rate and a very good return on capital. And this is, after all, a dividend growth list, so not all of the chosen stocks will sport attractive yields. Number 6 is Robert Half International, ticker symbol RHI, with a 2.86% dividend yield, a 12.1% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 30.21% return on capital, and a 306.31% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 7 is automatic data processing, ticker symbol ADP, with a 2.38% dividend yield, a 13.8% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 36.79% return on capital, and 115.21% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 8 is Infosys, ticker symbol INFY, with a 2.84% dividend yield, a 13.49% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 22.83% return on capital, and a 282.48% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 9 is Fastnell, ticker symbol FAST, with a 2.55% dividend yield, a 13.85% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 24.24% return on capital, and 169.65% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Rounding out the top 10 is Monolithic Power Systems, ticker symbol MPWR, with a 1% dividend yield, a 29.28% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 22.59% return on capital, and a monster 4,958.62% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 11 is Lam Research, ticker symbol LRCX, with a 1.31% dividend yield, a 28.57% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 30.20% return on capital, and an 89.91% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 12 is Paychex, ticker symbol PAYX, with a 3.34% dividend yield, a 9.62% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 29.22% return on capital, and 186.79% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 13 is Broadcom, ticker symbol AVGO, with a 2.93% dividend yield, a 25.72% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 15.25% return on capital, and a 43.88% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 14 is Home Depot, ticker symbol HD, with a 2.91% dividend yield, a 16.06% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 31.14% return on capital, and a 29.02% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 15 is Sociedad Química y Minera de Chile, ticker symbol SQM, for which Seeking Alpha currently does not list a dividend yield. It does have a stellar 49.42% 5-year dividend growth rate and a 50.4% return on capital, with a 136.88% free cash flow to total debt ratio. SQM is a bit of a roller coaster dividend stock, and there have been some news about Chile nationalizing lithium, which may have major impacts on the company. I haven't done much research on this stock, and I would advise that you do, if the other metrics pique your interest. Number 16 is Watsco, ticker symbol WSO, with a 2.89% dividend yield, a 12.33% 5-year dividend growth rate, an 18.29% return on capital, and 115.81% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 17 is Masco Corporation, ticker symbol MAS, with a 2.17% dividend yield, a 22.37% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 24.04% return on capital, and a 30.45% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 18 is Landstar, ticker symbol LSTR, with a 0.68% dividend yield, a 19.14% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 28.41% return on capital, and a 411.37% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 19 is Applied Materials, ticker symbol AMAT, with a 1.11% dividend yield, a 21.06% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 26.29% return on capital, and an 81.91% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 20 is Winnebago Industries, ticker symbol WGO, with a 1.88% dividend yield, a 19.87% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 15.48% return on capital, and a 58.69% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 21 is KLA Corporation, ticker symbol KLAC, with a 1.35% dividend yield, a 15.59% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 31.16% return on capital, and a 58.24% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 22 is Accenture, ticker symbol ACN, with a 1.65% dividend yield, an 11.26% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 23.04% return on capital, and a 301.71% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 23 is Lowe's, ticker symbol LOW, with a 2.07% dividend yield, a 20.69% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 31.55% return on capital, and a 22.55% free cash flow to total debt ratio. Number 24 is Rollins, ticker symbol ROL, with a 1.23% dividend yield, a 16.67% 5-year dividend growth rate, and 19.54% return on capital, and 140.41% free cash flow total debt ratio. Number 25 is United Parcel Service, ticker symbol UPS, with a 3.81% dividend yield, a 12.53% 5-year dividend growth rate, an 18.31% return on capital, and a 45.38% free cash flow total debt ratio. Number 26 is Skyworks Solutions, ticker symbol SWKS, with a 2.56% dividend yield, a 15.06% 5-year dividend growth rate, an 11.44% return on capital, and an 82.13% free cash flow total debt ratio. Number 27 is Taiwan Semiconductor, ticker symbol TSM, with a 2.18% dividend yield, a 9.26% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 20.20% return on capital, and 179.69% free cash flow total debt ratio. Number 28 is MasterCard, ticker symbol MA, with a 0.59% dividend yield, a 17.66% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 37.97% return on capital, and a 72.79% free cash flow total debt ratio. Number 29 is Visa, ticker symbol V, with a 0.78% dividend yield, a 17.20% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 22.31% return on capital, and a 92.98% free cash flow total debt ratio. And number 30 is Expeditors International of Washington, ticker symbol EXPD, with a 1.23% dividend yield, a 9.79% 5-year dividend growth rate, a 25.68% return on capital, and a 434.51% free cash flow total debt ratio. The average dividend yield for these 30 stocks is 2.18%. The average 5-year dividend growth rate is 18.72%. The average return on capital is 26.39%. And the average free cash flow total debt ratio is 309.29%. Please keep in mind that this is a screening list, and all of these stocks need to be researched further to ensure they fit your investment criteria. Just because a stock ranks well on the screener doesn't necessarily mean it will be a good investment. This list has served me well in the past, and I have even launched a portfolio last November built around this list. It's been performing quite well, and you can check out the monthly updates if you look for the 4-factor dividend growth portfolio episodes on my channel. If you're a Patreon member, I posted a link to the full spreadsheet that shows all 133 ranked stocks, and another similar screener that is focused on dividend growth stocks with more attractive dividend yields. Let me know in the comments below if you like this screening process, and if you are currently looking at any of the top 30 stocks. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to help me grow this community. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.